Everybody here?
Yep.
All right. So, guys, I'm live on my channel as well. And guys, just so you guys know, if you guys are watching this thing on Myron Gaines X, stay tuned because I'm going to react to a video where I had a discussion with a Democrat on a radio show, actually in Vegas. So that's going to be interesting. Here? Oh,
Yep.
All right. We're live on Fresh and Fit right now. All right, cool. Yo, Fresh, you want to do the introductions? You're muted. I'll do it. It's fine. You're muted. So guys, welcome to the stream, bro. Welcome. I'm live streaming right now we're live on Fresh and Fit, Myron Gaines X, Rumble, Myron Gaines X. I think we're live also on Rumble on YouTube. Rumble for Fresh and Fit. So we're live on all the platforms right now. As you guys know, we're not going to be doing an after hours tonight. We're just going to be doing kind of like a Money Monday. We were supposed to do this for you guys earlier this week, but you guys know I got stuck in Tampa. We were originally going to plan to do this on Monday. But as you guys know, a bunch of DEI hires fucking crashing planes in Toronto fucked everything up for everybody. So, here we are now, rather late than never. As you guys know, there's been a lot of changes to the crypto market with Trump coming in. A bunch of different coins that came in. We see, Malay did a rug pull on his people and everything else like that. We'll definitely get into that. So make sure to get your questions in. You can fnfsuperchat.com, Myron Gaines X, whatever you guys want. Rumble Rants It In or CastleClub. We're live on all the platforms, and then we can definitely answer some of you guys' questions, man. But other than that, man, we got two special guests in the house, Miguel and Charlie. What's up, guys? Welcome to the show.
What's going on, man?
What's up, man? For those that are unaware, can you introduce yourself to the people, please?
Yeah, sure. My name is Dollar Cost Crypto. I've been in the crypto game for 8 years. Started the crypto mindset course in 2020 with Charlie, and we've onboarded over 17,000 people, primarily from the red pill space. And that's been kind of our goal for a long time, is to basically empower the red pill space in this financial revolution that's happening right now. We're in the middle of the greatest wealth transfer in history. It's starting right now. I mean, the U.S. government under Trump is basically going to do a sovereign wealth fund as well as a cryptocurrency fund as well for the United States government. So we're seeing kind of history in the making right now.
Shit. Okay. Charlie, what about you?
Yeah, same. I'm the second half to the Crypto Mindset course, co-founder with Miguel. We started this back in September of 2020, and I started my YouTube channel back in March of 2019, so the beginning of the last 4-year cycle. And what me and Miguel do is we make sure that our guys make money. I think over the course of the last 1 month, Sonic and Shadow and a bunch of things on the X Phantom ecosystem, now Sonic ecosystem, have been pumping real good. We make sure to take care of our guys. Like Miguel said, we tend to onboard a lot of people from the red pill, but we're getting people from all over the place now that crypto's kind of going mainstream. So our goal here is essentially to educate as much as possible. We've had a lot of people in the industry basically say, there's not enough quality education out here. So that's what we look to bring on an everyday basis on our YouTube channels for free, as well as in the Crypto Mindset course.
Gotcha. And I don't know, do we have the link in the description, Fresh, for them?
Yeah, it should be down below.
Okay. But if it's not there,
funny.
can you double check?
Even the president himself is into crypto heavily. He spoke at Mar-a-Lago and inauguration about how he has a lot of gold in crypto, how the future is going to be bright with that. So it's good to get into it while you still can now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think, when's the last time you guys came on? Did you guys come on like end of the year last year, or I'm trying to remember?
End of September, beginning of October. So
Trump wasn't in?
No, Trump was not in yet.
Okay.
We actually wanted the last course to be before the election because most of the best accumulation time during that last part of the year was in the end of September into mid-October. So we had everybody in the last Crypto Mindset course pretty much allocate by the 14th to 21st of October. And once we got into the election, we were breaking new all-time highs. Everything was pumping. I think most of the stuff that we were getting into is actually still on a 2x from that period of time. So it was a very profitable quarter. And since we've had the inauguration here on the 20th of January, we have a little bit of a new reset here at the beginning of the year, and Bitcoin's holding steady here in the 90K range.
Nice.
When we were on the show last time, Bitcoin was, do you remember the exact price, Miguel? I can look it up. But
Bitcoin was $63,000 And within that same quarter, we hit about $109,000 on Bitcoin.
So let me get this straight, right? Because I think I want to really draw attention to this, how important. So we haven't had you guys on since the new administration came into power. I remember when Trump got elected, I saw Bitcoin shoot up to damn near $100,000. It's been sitting there, then fluctuating between $90,000 to $100,000. A lot has changed. What would you guys say are the top 3 changes that have occurred, besides Bitcoin going up to 100K? But top 3 changes, maybe people that aren't as experienced with cryptocurrency like you guys are. What are the top 3 things in the charts that you guys notice with this new administration taking over?
I'll probably say one, or go ahead, Charlie.
Oh, no, I think we're overlapping here. Go ahead.
Just to go over one point, I mean, it's the first time we've had a pro-crypto government. I mean, the previous administration, it's the first time we really had such a pro-crypto government. Obviously, crypto maybe 8 years ago wasn't that big, so it really wasn't that big of an issue. But now that cryptocurrency is a multi-trillion-dollar industry, it's become pretty big news. And with especially with celebrities, and you got presidents rugging coins. Shout out Argentina. You have everything kind of in the mainstream now. But especially it's become, you've had multiple countries really becoming very pro crypto. The United States government's going pro crypto, pro Bitcoin. And I would say one secondary change that's kind of happened is that we've kind of kicked out a very anti-crypto SEC, and we're going into a very positive crypto SEC. But that's how powerful crypto is, that even with like enemies all over the state during Biden, we still ended up getting the Bitcoin ETF, and we still ended up getting these Ethereum ETFs and stuff, that's just how powerful this whole industry is money talks.
Mm-hmm. So, sorry, Charlie, do you have something you want to add?
Yeah, I would just say in addition to that, it's the stuff that's coming out from that government change as well in the next few months, which is going to be huge for crypto. I mean, you have, with Elon Musk and DOGE, you have some interconnectedness with what's happening here in crypto, as well as the Trump administration itself. Within the Trump administration, he's basically told David Sachs, aka the crypto czar, right, the guy who's heading all of his crypto initiatives, that he wants the United States to consider the Bitcoin strategic reserve before the end of his first 100 days in office, which would be the end of April. And so we've had, I think, 15 to 20 states right now put into their own legislature a potential bill for their own state to have a Bitcoin strategic reserve. We already have Wisconsin actually having bought a lot of some of the Bitcoin ETFs from BlackRock. And so if we do get the Bitcoin strategic reserve here coming around the corner, then what you're going to have is a cascade of countries, corporations, states, nations, organizations, banks, everybody trying to get Bitcoin. And Michael Saylor has recently said that if the United States does go ahead with that, they could potentially buy up to 20% of the Bitcoin supply, which would be freaking wild. So yeah, if you get all these countries going after that, that'd be a huge change as well. But yeah, having a positive crypto government is, pretty much a game changer.
So, because there's a lot to unpack there. So J.D. Vance, right, the Vice President of the United States, as you guys know, I've talked about this on my streams before, but just so people really get a full picture here, because I really want to hammer this in. J.D. Vance was brought in, right, because he had connections to Silicon Valley, and he also was able to secure Trump a lot of funding when it comes to his campaign. As you guys know, they went after him. He, had lawsuits, criminal cases going. That's obviously very expensive. So to fund a campaign, J.D. Vance came in and brought these billionaires in, Peter Thiel, Elon Musk, et cetera, all these people. Now, I've been very critical of these guys infiltrating MAGA. However, when it comes to cryptocurrency, it's good for you guys, because what's essentially happened is a bunch of tech bros have infiltrated MAGA and infiltrated this administration, which has made it very crypto friendly, as Miguel was saying before. J.D. Vance, I think, has spoken at a couple conferences, and so has Trump, saying that, they're going to focus on, less government regulation on cryptocurrency, more sovereignty. I think that was one of Trump's big talking points when he was at the Libertarian Conference, that he wasn't going to mess around with crypto like that. He's pro-crypto. Obviously, he launched the cryptocurrency on not too long ago on his inauguration day. J.D. Vance, we know, is a big backer of it, as well as the tech bros. So just to add more credence to what Miguel is saying when it comes to this being probably the most crypto-friendly presidency, it's no wonder that it went up 30K overnight once Trump assumed office. And also, I think another big thing, he did say, I think at the Bitcoin conference, or was it the Libertarian conference, one of these conferences, he said that he was going to fire Gary Gensler on day one. And the fucking crowd went nuts when he was campaigning. And where's Gary Gensler now? He's gone, right? Didn't he resign, if I'm not mistaken?
Yep. Right on Inauguration Day, baby.
Boom. So, you got a guy like Gary Gensler who, was pretty much the main guy that was, for regulation, he kind of made crypto a pain in the ass for everybody else. So would it be fair to say, yeah, well, very disliked. So would it be fair to say that Trump coming in, being pro-crypto himself, bringing in a very pro-crypto vice president who's backed by a bunch of billionaires, right, tech billionaires, which I've criticized before, but when it comes to crypto, it's actually a good thing. And then also the states kind of adopting this, trying to make legislation based on cryptocurrency. Is it finally time to say, guys, that cryptocurrency is here to stay? I know we've been saying this for years, but now can we officially say it undoubtedly? Crypto is here to stay, and it is never leaving at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Bitcoin hitting 100K was where everybody in the crypto industry was like, yeah, we ain't leaving. Like,
yeah.
You know how crazy and zealous people in crypto are. It's like the biggest, financial cult that there is, and like everybody in this industry, just was like, what do you call it? Just fortified with, Bitcoin getting past 100K for the first time was just like, yeah, we knew it would happen. And what that opens up the door for, not necessarily this cycle, of course, but down the line is $1 million Bitcoin, $10 million Bitcoin, and all those things become reality because it was Hal Finney back in the original Bitcoin.org forums that had said, if Bitcoin gets a certain percentage of the world global money supply, realistically, it'll land somewhere between $5 to $10 million per coin. And
wow. How soon? How long do you think that'll take?
Sometime in the 2030s. So could
be
within
5 to 10 years.
Yeah, within 10 to 15 years. So I would say the earliest I would see Bitcoin hitting $1 million would be 2033. And then you have another chance there in 2037, and then you have another chance in 2041.
Wow. When do you see it hitting $500,000 in your opinion?
Next cycle, there's a chance. I mean, this cycle, Miguel, what are you thinking in terms of high? Because we've been talking between 150 to 300,000 as a realistic possibility.
Yeah, and if we're to just choose a middle ground, probably like $250,000, maybe $230,000 per Bitcoin. That's a good little zone there. It could go a little higher depending on just hype and if because look, so what the reason we're talking so much about the governments, right, is because they have the really big pool. I mean, they have the money printers, they have the big pool of capital, as well as they shouldn't have the authority, but it's like sort of like, boom, this is stamped, this is good now, or whatever. It's safe to invest in, right? And just like Michael Saylor said, right? Michael Saylor said 20. One country could have 20%. He said one country could have 20% of the supply. Like there's 19 million Bitcoin, but in reality, there might be really like 16 million Bitcoin because there's so many Bitcoins been lost already. And the final Bitcoin is going to take damn near just to get the last like 2 million is going to take 100 years for it to be fully mined out. So effectively, the inflation of Bitcoins is really, really small. So it's becoming a very big political issue or geopolitical issue. So it's gonna probably start a little bit of an arms buying race over the next, I guess, the rest of the 20. Me and Charlie have been calling it the Roaring 20s for crypto since we got into the courses and stuff in 2020. But I mean, realistically, we are in the Roaring 20s of crypto right now. I mean, if you actually look at the stock market from the 1920s, it's following kind of almost the same pattern. It's just lower, higher,
because we had the big crash like what, a year ago or something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, about the big crash about 2 years ago.
Okay,
about 2 years ago. Yeah.
Miguel and Charlie, there were some naysayers saying that Bitcoin never hit 100K. You guys are crazy. You must be insane. And then I don't know, something happened where it hit 100K. So they're saying sometimes, $1 million, like 5 million, not possible. What do you say to naysayers that talk shit about your predictions on Bitcoin and BTC itself, crypto?
I want to say this. This is for Charlie. All right, I'm not. This is shout out to GG33, but he bet $20,000 against Charlie here that we weren't going to hit 100K Bitcoin, and Charlie got his money. Let's say that.
And we doubled down. So this is just for fun, right? Like GG, he was like, you know, when he's handing over that 20K, you know, it's nothing to him. He's okay, no problem. But at the same time, you know, he's like, well, you want to make another bet? And I said, sure. What's the next bet? And we're basically betting that within this year, he thinks Bitcoin won't pass $205,000. I think it will. So if we get to $205,000, he has to give me another 20K.
Shit.
So we had a supporter actually that believed in you guys from 2022. Actually, he got the course, and his portfolio is well over 100K from your advice. So that was a alarming and event full time because people didn't believe you guys, but we did. So
yeah, we've had in that last crypto mindset course. I can even read one or two of these here. There were quite awesome situations that different people have been basically getting into. But this one was pretty cool. I'll read this directly from our chat. But this kid had said, I'm currently a teenager, and the last 2 weeks of my crypto portfolio has crossed the 6-figure mark thanks to DCAing as much as possible in the crypto mindset courses. Thanks, guys. So that was just one person in that last quarter, and we have another one here. The guy had said, well, boys, I got to admit, I never really imagined this day was coming. With this current crypto market pump, my portfolio has finally broken above 6 figures. So somebody who's obviously older. It was a long road in the depths of the bear market. I was down like 70% of my portfolio, but now looking to the moon, gotta love this community. So we have a lot of guys here who, have been just killing it quarter on quarter here and really changing their lives. So it's really cool to see. When we had a meetup here in January in Vegas, we had about 80 people come over here and meet up with us directly. And like every single person I met, they just had a very interesting story of like, how they overcame an illness or motorcycle crash or other different things, and then just like came roaring back because there's a lot of people, that use crypto as a way to kind of get out of situations because it has so much volatility. It has the power to do that.
I have a question for you guys as well. So in the coming future, the new economy, right? It's going to be mainly digital currency is going to be the main thing. How does crypto involve itself with that? Is it more like a separate currency itself, or is crypto going to be the main currency for digital assets?
It's going to be probably a hybrid model at some point. So it's like there's like a doomsday scenario where this is why I say, man, thank God, there's Jesus Christ right there. Thank God, Trump won. He's at least promised, and honestly, Trump has been a man of his word, and he's kept a lot of promises. Obviously, it takes time to do everything, but he's made a promise to the American people that there will be no central bank digital currency under his next 4 years. And giving us that 4 years allows the crypto industry to become a little bit more bigger, more powerful, and more decentralized. There's going to be a lot of centralized entities, but people don't understand the danger of a central bank digital currency, especially under the dollar, but anywhere, right? Europe is in the middle of doing it right now. I mean, Europe's already pretty cucked already. Escape the matrix over there, you guys. Join crypto from me. I mean, really. I mean, if you're in Canada, if you're in most parts of Europe and stuff, things are not great over there. So, onboarding your money into the crypto space is how you're going to protect yourself from being taxed unfairly and not being able to move your money anywhere around the world. But with the central bank digital currency, why it's so scary is like, imagine they get rid of all physical dollars, and basically imagine this, that, hey, the economy didn't pump enough today. So guess what? All the money you made in the last 2 weeks, you have to spend it this weekend. And if you don't, it just disappears from your bank account.
Wow.
And the ability not to be like, Michael Saylor, has said, and this is a really thing, like Bitcoin or crypto or savings or money is just energy. And if they take the ability for you to save money, then you have no energy, then you are a slave, because you cannot save for the future. I mean, I'm not saying like, it's a sort of thing where you do need some portion of capital in order to make some of your dreams come true, or start a business, or make a move, or make an investment, or a down payment for a house. This is how you get yourself out of the trenches. And if with a central bank digital currency, they can see every dollar in the system. They can tax you any way they want. And look, under Trump, right, we're cleaning up house. The swamp's getting kind of cleaned up. But what happens in 16 years or in 12 years when we don't have someone so cool anymore? right? And they use this system for evil. And this is why we're so pro bullish on cryptocurrencies, because cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Pulse Chain, Sonic, these are decentralized entities where your money cannot be stopped. Even if you don't like me, I can't steal your money. Like oh my God, I hate Fresh so much. I let me see if I can jack them. You can't, as long as you're practicing safe, safe storage of your private keys and everything like that. You can send money to anyone in the world. What if your mother needed money? You could send her money right away. Like, I mean, like, I'm Mexican, and for years, like as being Hispanic and stuff was taken advantage of by like Western Union all the time, or like anytime you had to send money across borders and stuff to anybody, or it's you're getting essentially just rinsed and stuff. Now you can send money to anywhere around the world. I mean, it costs nothing. Like you could even use stuff centralized like Solana for like less than a penny and send $1 million to somebody.
Real quick,
that's the power of crypto.
Marlo asked me in my chat, who are the guests can't see their tags? Guys, so we got Miguel from Dollar Cost Crypto, and we got Charlie from Cultivate Crypto. That's who these guys are. They work together, and then together it's the crypto mindset course that they have going, which is open now, and you guys can get in now, bro. Literally, everyone that's gotten in this course has made money. It's only $1,000, but you 10x that money fucking easily. If people had listened to us and got the course back at the end of last year before Trump came in office, y'all would have made 30%, if not more, on your money. Like cryptocurrency literally like almost doubled overnight once Trump came in.
Exactly. And kind of to say what Miguel put one thing that Miguel was saying there, like one of the advantages of crypto, besides being open and free money that can't be controlled by governments, like a central bank digital currency could. In addition to that, the way that I've been looking at this is, well, if you work in crypto and you find ways to build your crypto portfolio and you get rich and they introduce a central bank digital currency and the world goes to shit, well, then at least you're rich, right? And also, if the world doesn't go to shit and you got rich off crypto, well, then at least you're rich. So either way, it doesn't hurt to try to increase your position with your portfolio. Use crypto as kind of like, that way to get back in the game or to get in the game or to increase, your situation in the game. But yeah, it's one of the most powerful tools for that. And I think, if we had like an amendment or something that would say, because right now Trump has only said that within his administration, within the next 4 years, it is illegal for the government to create a central bank digital currency. So that's great, but we need to extend that across like forever, right? Like if we could make that into law in the United States, like it would be illegal for anybody to introduce a central bank digital currency ever. Like that would be really, the way to keep the U.S. dollar free.
Okay.
So, guys, get your questions in, by the way. If you guys got questions, get them in on fnfsuperchat.com, Rumble Rants, however it may be. So let me see if I see any on my end here.
Also,
Big Mo tagged the chat. Did Big Mo put the link in the chat? I don't think it's pinned.
I pinned it just now, and
okay,
I'm going to pin it right now on my Rumble.
Charlie and Miguel, so what other coins should people look into? I know you guys are definitely talking about Solana as well as XRP sometimes. What coins should people get into nowadays, you would say, for this year at least?
So at least for right now, it's Sonic season right now. So this is a coin that I've been talking about and Charlie's been talking about, but before I turned into Sonic, it was called Phantom. We were buying it. We actually told people to on this very show and stuff. Maybe 2 years ago, we were buying it for 16 cents. It went up to $1.40. But what's so interesting about that ecosystem is that most ecosystems, it's really just like the main token, maybe one other project and a couple memes that do good. Where Phantom and Sonic are a very interesting ecosystem because most of the projects underneath do extremely well and pump even harder than the main token itself. That's what makes it really interesting. So we got guys into Phantom at 16 cents, 30 cents. Our guys in the last time we were here, I think it was 70 cents and pumped to 140. We got guys to take profits basically at $1.10 to $1.40. It crashed down. They rebought back in the 40s. And it's almost back at $1 right now. We got one of the things we were talking about the Crypto Mindset Meetup, and we were talking during the last course was Shadow. Shadow has been one of the most best performing coins in 2025. in terms of like it's not some insider pump and dump meme coin like trash coin that you're like the last person to find out about. I'm talking about where like it was created, you had a chance to get in. It went from a low of $5 to about $220 if I remember correctly.
Oh.
And our guys caught most of that and stuff like that. So I mean, we had guys that made, hundreds of thousands to tens of thousands of dollars, and were able to profit on that. Shout out to Shadow, shout out to $24. Uh, one of a good guy in the space and stuff like that, and he's created a really interesting system on Sonic and stuff, which is pretty awesome. But Charlie might want to speak to maybe some other ecosystem because there's an ecosystem that we've been trying to get fresh into for a while now.
We got into dollar cost average a little bit, but no, Sonic season is definitely one of these things that can take off. I would say like the alt season in crypto. We'll talk a little bit about this because there is some spicy information today with North Korea hacking Bybit in crypto. But what do you call it? Right now, what we need in the market, most of all, before I get to that coin, is Bitcoin to hold this mid 90K range right now, around $95,000. If Bitcoin can hold that into the end of the month of February, at the end of this week, or at the end of next week, I should say, then crypto or Bitcoin should accumulate between 95,000 to 103,000. Once you get Bitcoin passing 103,000 in March, then you're basically out of the main accumulation zone. We're pumping, and that's when we'll be in the crypto mindset course. So that is one of the reasons why we put the crypto mindset course at this spot, is because every quarter we try to put it at the most advantageous position for you guys to get into the market before we start really pumping. But so Sonic season is just the first move here in that altcoin season, and has some of the best moves because it was massively oversold when it did fork from Phantom in December, and it got massively oversold because of that, what do you call it, the swapping between those two. And now that Phantom is basically going offline, then it pumps even more because there's no more stuff from the old chain coming onto the new chain. But the other one that we were talking about with Fresh was SUI, SUI. It's basically, I would say, the Solana of this cycle. And what I mean by that is it's a VC coin. Venture capitalists. These are your rich guys like Chamath, David Sachs. These guys. What was the name of that show? The All In podcast. That's right.
The All In podcast.
That's the one that Trump went on.
Yeah, that podcast. They're Solana whales. They basically last cycle. What they did was they bought Solana, as cheap as possible at like a penny. And then they got in with that, and then they ended up having an episode on the All In podcast in October of 2021, where they're all laughing like little schoolgirls taking profit, at the new all-time high.
I've never seen them act like that. I've never seen them act. These guys act all like matured and stuff. And these guys, all these guys are in their 40s and 50s, and they're literally giggling like little schoolgirls.
Yeah.
Like hee ha ha, oh my god, look at all the money we made. Hee. I was like, whoa, what is going? And then as soon as we saw that, me and Charlie were like, yo, we gotta get the hell out of Solana right now.
I'll say this. I think at this point, with all the things that happened with, Trump coming in, Gary Gensler getting fired, etc., I think we've gotten to a point now, even the staunchest of crypto criticizers have to understand that this is here to stay now. And I've always, noticed that people that, like, for example, like Grant Cardone, right? He'll sit there and say real estate's the best asset. Real estate's the best asset. It's the best asset, right? But, the guy holds a bunch of Bitcoin himself. He doesn't talk about it unless you grill him on it, but he really doesn't talk about crypto ever unless they grill him on it. But even the people that, doubted crypto, they still had some. And I think now at this point, there's no denying it. And I think even normies now kind of just have to accept the fact that like crypto is viable. It's no longer, a currency that's used to buy drugs on the internet. Like now it's like for real, like, real investors, real professionals, real people that aren't just trying to fucking buy shit off the Silk Road through Ross Ulbricht, who just got pardoned, by the way. But like it used to be that stigma, like, yo, you have crypto? What are you, a criminal? Right. But now it's like it's legit.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I was just gonna finish the point with Sui, and these guys who are getting into Sui. I mean, these guys are like, your Raoul Paul, who does Real Vision. He does both the traditional markets as well as the crypto markets. He's really him and guys like David Sachs and Chamath there on the All In podcast. These types of guys, these VCs, even though they laugh when they're taking profits, they do bring the legitimacy to this industry essentially. And so with Sui, they're running the Solana playback again. They're basically like, hey, we did this once, let's do it again. And so you have all these VCs coming into it. And so that price, I think, can get, right now it's like 350, and I think the price can get to about 25 to $45 within this cycle. So it's a really, I think, steady Eddie way to make some good money on a top layer one. But yeah, I mean, this industry is definitely not going away.
There's something called like rotations where like at some, like there'll be like, I don't want to say the flavor of the month, but kind of like in a way it's like, wow, it's Solana season. It's
Right.
Sui season. It's Sonic season. It sort of means like, oh shit, this is an in, right? Everyone's jumping in, and that's when a bunch of money is being made, and then you can profit from it, but you got to take profits because at some point it dips down, and that's very, very normal. But just to go over like what Myron said earlier, even someone like Grant Cardone, he's opened up a Bitcoin real estate fund in his Cardone Capital. Like he has one. Like we recently talked to one of his top like real estate guys, and we had him in. We had him in Miami actually a couple days ago. Actually, we were talking to him, and basically they buy real estate and they use 10% of the funds to buy Bitcoin, and then 10 to 20% of the cash flow to buy Bitcoin on the lows and stuff like that. So even Grant's like sort of like tippy-toeing more into crypto as well.
Yeah, his brother's pretty big into it too.
Recently, we saw a huge rug pull in Argentina. A lot of influencers invested.
Yeah.
They got a tip that this coin was going to blow up. Like FaZe Banks, Aiden Ross. What happened with that coin, and how can people avoid these pretty much rug pulls to stay safe for the crypto and money?
You want to talk about YOLO Controlo, Miguel?
YOLO Controlo, yeah. So like you gotta be aware of the vape cartel. You gotta be aware of the broccoli heads. Bro, I mean, I'm not the typecast, but like, bro, if you're rocking a broccoli head haircut, or you're consistently on stream smoking a vape, like these guys, I mean, bro, it's just like call a spade a spade. That's what happens. You get rugged by these guys. But YOLO Controlo. So this is where like the red pill. This is why we call ourselves the red pill of finance. This is where the red pill is beautiful right here. Okay, so the top scammer guy who who orchestrated this Libra rug is fucking the president's sister, gets her pregnant, apparently, is begging her to get an abortion, and then his texts kind of get released and stuff from his phone and stuff because I think he gets arrested or something that happens like that, and the messages get released and basically saying like, oh no, I control Malay, man, I pay his sister, man, he'll sign whatever paper I put in front of him and stuff like that. And then the meme became YOLO Controlo because the guy didn't know how to speak Spanish very well. So he's like, I control him, but it became YOLO Controlo. And it's ridiculous, And I think Malay allegedly did know about the project happening. Of course he did. I don't think he knew he was going to rug right away or anything like that. But for sure, there was an entire scheme put in place to take massive profits on Libra, sort of how like what happened with Trump. They did a much worse job. Much worse job. And it's crazy, it's absolutely crazy. So basically this guy, I mean, I think he was trying to bribe the sister of Malay like $100,000 to have an abortion, which is
Would it be fair to say that you guys think Trump and Melania also pulled the rug, or
Melania, yes. Trump, there's enough there that you could have that price come back potentially. But since it's based on Solana, you do need Solana recovering in price. And right now, Solana's in a good range.
Real quick, can you guys kind of describe for the audience, because I feel like this term dump rug pull is used all the time, right?
Yeah.
And obviously we know cryptocurrency is a volatile asset, right? We know that it goes up and down in value every day. It could bump and pump and dump and all this other shit. Can you guys give us the actual definition of a rug pull and what it means? Because I think a lot of people look at dips as it's a rug pull, but is that necessarily true?
No. So the main way to look at a true rug pull would be like basically a whale taking out the most liquidity possible in order to get as much money as possible from what's available in the network currently. And once you do that, then you have to have a different whale come in to bring liquidity to that token to revive it again. But nobody would want to do that in a coin that they would consider essentially dead. So an actual rug pull is something that they hurt the price so much that it cannot recover, or it would be crazy to try to recover the coin unless you were that person who rugged it and put the money back in to try to pump it again. So that would be, I would say, the main definition, just a huge liquidity pull.
Now, when you say a whale, can you tell the audience? I know what that means, but just for the people that might not be as crypto savvy, because we got a lot of people in here that might be
A ton of money. So a whale in any particular ecosystem or coin will be the person who has the most money in that coin, or top like 10 to 100 wallet.
okay.
Yeah, so it owns 10% of the supply to 80% of the supply usually. Most like one big thing to look out if you're like, wow, one wallet controls the entire supply. So that isn't always bad in some cases if you do your research, like, oh, okay, understood, right? They're holding this for extra yield or something. But most of the times, if the wallet's holding all the coins, they have the ultimate power. They can just send it to zero, basically. Another telltale sign, they were promoting it, and then no longer they're no longer promoting it. It's off their Twitter. They've erased every YouTube video. The Discord's gone, the Telegram's gone. That's a big. Then it's basically they're no longer promoting it, and because there's no more demand, it'll go to zero, basically. And also they extracted as much money as they could.
Okay.
If someone's new, how can they tell it's going to be a rug pull from the beginning? Like someone's brand new to this. Oh, your favorite creator said go buy this coin. I mean, you could probably assume from past history, but how would they know for sure it might be a rug pull coming?
The easiest way to tell if a celebrity launches a coin, I mean, 99.99 German 9% of the time it goes to zero. I mean, we even had Hank from Breaking Bad launch a cryptocurrency and it went to zero.
Wow.
I mean, yeah.
The most famous rug pull, I would say, of 2024 was Hawk Tuah girl. Can you guys kind of walk us through? Because obviously we did a video on it, but we covered more the cultural side of it. We didn't cover the money side. Can you guys give us like the analytical breakdown of how the hell she pulled, number one, how she pulled it off, how was it actually a rug pull, and, you know, how much are we looking at as far as like the investors losing money? Because she kind of downplayed it. She went and did an interview with FaZe Banks, and she tried to say like they made like 500K or 100K or some bullshit like that. I was like, what? No fucking way. So can you guys kind of give us the analytical side of that?
Was it even her fault?
Yes, it was somewhat her fault. Like, you can like I know she plays a Southern Belle, and I'm just a ditzy white girl. I don't know what I'm doing, right? But regardless or not, if someone comes to you and says, "Hey, there's no way that they convinced her to launch a cryptocurrency without her making a bunch of money," right? He's like, they probably let's just say I'm gonna give her the best possible case. Hey, we're a professional crypto company. We launch tokens all the time. We launch A, B, C, and D. These coins have done really well and stuff, and they provided a decent amount of income through LPing. Oh, really? Yeah. You don't even have to sell any coins. It generates a lot of monthly income and stuff. And then guys, your users we're going to make a lot of money. That's cool. And over time, you're going to be able to sell tokens without hurting the price too much, and you're going to make millions of dollars. Of course, we're going to make millions of dollars, and then, but at some point, crypto's going to crash, and they can't blame you for that. And then you can walk away from the project. That was probably the gist. If she was just walking in really being stupid, but more than likely it was somewhere a little bit worse than that. He's like, hey, we're going to pay you some millions up front. We're also going to hide some money in a different wallet that's not attached to you that you can pick up later, and cash out at some other time. And we're going to take our chunk out of it. And I think, but we're going to try to keep the coin alive. And, you're going to talk about it. And I think hopefully it'll do really well because Solana will pump. And instead, I think why she got so surprised was like, oh, I thought we were just going to take some money. He didn't know that these people were scammers and they took all the money. Right. And that's what she was like all surprised about, basically. And then, but there's no way in hell she didn't know that she was going to get paid from it and make some money. And then they weren't going to sell tokens. That's impossible. And then two, if she really didn't, then this is why we tell people, these celebrities, these people don't know what they're doing. They don't know. They understand. Oh, what's crypto, right? They think it's an NFT. Like, oh, I just launch a portrait. I launch some art online. I promote it for a couple of days, make my money, walk away. But no, like when you launch a cryptocurrency, you have a responsibility to keep promoting it, at least for the bull run, and trying to keep it alive and everything like that. That's why the only person like I've given a little bit of like adapts to has been like Iggy Azalea, believe it or not, because she actually promoted her coin for a good amount of time, and like it wasn't just an instant rug pull. it's not easy making these coins. So it's not just a cash, because if you launch a coin and it does really badly, outside of the, if crypto crashes, that's no one's fault really, but like, outside of a bull, in a bull run, and then your coin goes to zero, you're destroying your reputation as well as people coming after you financially. And what if you wreck somebody so badly they're trying to come after you, and it's dangerous as well. So like,
so just a precaution, I think, for the audience here. If a woman's doing a coin, don't buy it.
Yeah,
No.
Melania, we like,
Yeah.
even though I love Melania, Charlie, and told our guys, no girl coins, do not buy Melania at all. And we saved ourselves. We made money on Trump coin. We did. But at the same time too, as soon as we saw Melania, we're like, we got to get out. It's the thing. If they had only launched the Trump token, I think the Trump token would have gone much higher, and I think it wouldn't have crashed as much. But because anytime you launch multiple tokens too quickly, the economic energy gets split up, and then it can't support some of these coin prices, and they crash. And then what ended up happening with the Trump token as well is they extracted hundreds of millions of dollars out of Solana. So like a bunch of these, like, 18-year-old to like, millennial guys who made a bunch of money on Solana yeeted all their meme coin money into Trump coin and the Melania coin. And then, whales, as well as like guys who got in early, cashed out big time and then exited out of Solana. I mean, like, I think it was like $500 million left Solana and went to go buy Ethereum.
So question with real quick with the Hawk Tuah girl. So you guys are saying there's no way that she didn't know. How much money do you think she made from it? How much money do you think her people lost from it? And do you think that she could potentially go to jail for this?
She could, yeah. I mean, she probably, in terms of dollar amount, I'd have to like check on chain and everything, but she'd made probably tens of millions of dollars on it, right? So
wow, that much, even a conservative estimate.
Oh yeah, that like $10 million would be conservative.
Wow.
Because yeah, if
she didn't get gypped from the team.
Well, yeah, exactly. It's not all in her pockets. It's
because the way they made it sound was like they just used her likeness and the team ran everything.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, she went off of any social media for like 2 to 3 weeks, almost maybe even over a month.
She's been gone for months, bro.
Yeah,
she just came back like a week or two ago, and even during the interview, I think they took the interview down. You had to like get it on Twitter because like the interview came out. And she said something about like putting the money.
Even FaZe Banks' interview was like, "Girl, dude, this is what the fuck, dude." Like even FaZe Banks was like not comfortable with he wasn't even comfortable during the interview. He was like, "Holy shit, dude, you messed up."
Well, and if you're gonna do anything, right? Like if you're seriously worried about everything and like you're like had no part of it, what she should have done was put out a statement through her actual lawyers, right? And said, "Hey, we're not commenting on this at the moment because we're trying to work with the team that unfairly, treated her." They say that they would say something, right? But instead, she's just radio silence, and then also, goes on and says this crazy shit.
Yeah, I don't think she ever distanced herself from her team either. Actually, now that you mention it, I don't think she. And why wouldn't she like? Why wouldn't she distance herself from her team? Like, is there a reason for that? Maybe they owe her money. She's scared to not get her money. Like, why is that?
I think they would implicate her.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, there's a whole bunch of things. Like hearing the story. I don't of course, I don't think I think she's smart enough to know like, oh, let's make some money on this. But at the same time, I don't think she was smart enough and knew the industry well enough to be like that. I'm just gonna make a project and maliciously scam everybody. But it just got out of her control. And of course, this is why you have to vet your guys. Like, I mean, you have to encrypt, move slow with it when it comes to money. This is why we mostly tell guys, stay in the big coins. Maybe 20% of the portfolio goes into more riskier assets. You stay in Bitcoin and Ethereum, but people want risk. I mean, it's the sort of thing like people want to make fast money. People want to make fast money, but fast money comes with fast risk, big risk. And if you can handle it, you can make a lot of money in crypto, and you can. Our guys have made a lot of money, but we try to keep them also grounded in like, let's stay in some of the majors here where that do steady Eddie returns, and you can really make some life-changing money. I mean, people forget your first 100,000 is life-changing. I mean, it's not buying you yachts or every sort of sports car you want, but you ain't worried about rent anymore. You ain't worried about paying for your food anymore. You've taken your cell phone bill, your insurance. You've taken all these stresses off of your life, and it's like that first 100,000 is life-changing. and I know everyone on social media talks about like, oh my God, I can't wait to I'm trying to be a billionaire. I'm trying to be, I'm trying to be worth 100 million. Like, dog, how about you get your first 100K? Let's get our first 100K first. It's baby steps,
Yeah, and I would say even before that, your first 10K is the most important a month.
Oh, yeah.
So let me ask you this then. So pretty much by definition, Hawk Tuah girl did a rug pull. Maybe she didn't know it was going to be that bad, but at the end of the day, you guys, seems like you guys agree that she knew that they were going to do some fuck shit where they were going to pull the money from out underneath her people. And she might have just found out too late. So with Trump, do you guys think that's a rug pull as well? Or do you guys say, no, that one is actually still can be revitalized, or is that just a straight rug pull as well?
Yeah, if you look at the amount of money that is like still sitting in the coin and the whale wallets and stuff, you don't have whales in there being like, hey, I'm just gonna G'd out and sell a bunch of shit, right? Like a lot of the bigger wallets are still holding, and I think there's still some people in there. Like one of the wallets had gotten up to like the guy who put in like $1 million, it got up to like 150 million, and he still didn't sell, and I think he might be even still holding. So yeah, if you this is where on-chain data is massive. There's a company called Chainalysis which does forensics on blockchains whenever there's a hack or whenever there's any rug pull type allegations and stuff like this, because you can track everything in crypto, right? So we do actually teach basic on-chain data stuff in the crypto mindset course, because one of the things that I think is so unique about this industry is that it is all on chain. So when you're in Wall Street and you're talking about Bernie Madoff and stuff, you have to go into his office, get documents, find all this stuff, right? Within crypto, you just need to go on a blockchain explorer, look at the addresses that are known related to the people who run a certain project, and then you can see exactly what they're doing with the money. I think even with that Libra coin, there's still $100 million that the guy who messed that up is still holding, and he admitted that, I think, to CopyZilla even. So yeah,
which is crazy, by the way, which is crazy. Like, I can't believe he even admitted that. Maybe he did it to protect his life or something.
On camera.
On camera. So maybe it was a smart move. He's like, hey, if I die, the 100 million goes away forever, so don't kill me. Basically, is what he was doing. So like maybe it was a smart move, because that's the same thing that happened with FTX. The second in command, she ended up like She ended up leaving there. She got her parents' help, and she left with $3 billion of FTX money, and then she used that $3 billion as a bargaining chip to basically get her off scot-free. Basically, I think she had a little bit of a probation, and she was testifying. I mean, she basically snitched and stuff, and she was crying on in the court and stuff and everything like that. I'm just a poor little girl. I had no idea what was going on. I just grabbed the first $3 billion that I saw on the table, and I just walked away. Do you know how? I mean, do you know how? I mean, look. Do you know how nerve-wracking it is to move like a few $1 million in crypto? Do you understand how crazy it is to move $3 billion and take it with you, like, and actually like safely? By the way, that was. I mean, that is not like, you're not just some wolf. Like, I don't know what I did.
North Korea did 1.5 billion today.
So
it's
not easy.
Real quick, so would it be fair? So just so we understand what a rug pull is now that you guys kind of like define it for us. So basically, it's either one person holding all of it, or multiple people holding a majority of it, and they're holding, they're not selling. And on top of that, that the influencer, whoever's pushing it, is constantly pushing it. They're not just running it for a month, a week, a year, but they're running it for a long period of time, and they're constantly promoting it.
Yeah, this is also why we tell people don't get into projects as soon as they launch. A lot of the times a project will launch, it'll go up in price, it'll come right back down, and then you'll find out, okay, are these people actually supporting their project, right? And a lot of the times, it'll take a couple months or maybe a few weeks before you can really get all that data. So, of course, sometimes you do want to risk it on a new project, but a lot of the times, once the dust settles after the initial move, then you can really see what people are doing.
Because Trump
there's a lot of
doesn't
companies
promote
that push these coins, right? And I know some of them actually firsthand. We've been approached as well to sell some coins, but we said no. They're told they can promote this coin, push it to their audience, and then just delete tweets after, and they'll be fine. Isn't there a actual course of action that can be taken against these people, like Kim Kardashian, Jason Derulo? They all been like pushing this, knowing that they're gonna take away their tweets and delete stuff because it's nothing good at all for the audience. Is there any type of like course for that?
I think so. Okay, under the Trump administration, they haven't passed anything officially. I almost don't want to say it because I don't want to like encourage a shit, but like, so okay, so under because obviously Trump coins a meme coin technically, right? They've essentially said that a meme coin. This is not in law, by the way, but this has just been stated that a meme coin is technically like a collectible or an NFT. You can't get in trouble for launching a collectible or an NFT. So a meme coin would technically classify as that. But if you launch an actual company that's like promising things. So if you actually launch a company and it's a product service and it does all this and this and this, you can get sued. So the thing that happened with Kim Kardashian and Floyd was they were getting paid by a company that was promoting a scam token called ETH Max, if I remember correctly, and they did. I think she ended up having to pay millions of dollars to get basically in damages as well as Floyd as well. And
Okay.
for promoting that because that wasn't a meme coin, that was a Ponzi sort of like interest bearing asset thing that that was completely a Ponzi scheme scam versus a meme coin is kind of it's community tokens, which is kind of more brand based. It's kind of like artwork online and stuff like that. So obviously I think they said this as more cover to allow the Trump coins and the Melania coins not to get in trouble, and that's kind of what it is. But because last cycle it was the NFTs, but NFTs were always classified as like portraits and paintings and music and stuff. So you could launch an NFT and rug it, and you really wouldn't get in trouble because it's just artwork, right? Where like the reason that like someone like Logan Paul got in trouble is because he launched an NFT and promised a video game along with it and didn't launch the video game.
Right.
That's the kind of the little nuance difference there. So you know I right. So like this is why like if someone comes up to you, hey, we're going to do this project, and it's a more sophisticated thing, yeah, you can get people can come after you.
So I got some chats here. Kano187 says, guys, get your questions in now, guys. MyronGainsX.com or Rumble Rant or CastleClub, however you guys want, or FNF Super Chat. I don't have, Fresh, do you have access to the FNF Super Chat when the chats come in? Because I don't have access to it.
I think I do. Give me one second.
Okay, perfect. If you could check that way, we make sure we don't miss any questions. But we got Kano187 on screen right now. He says, so would you consider EHEX a rug pull or ILV? And guys, get your questions in now. Again, you could donate MyronGainsX.com, FNFSuperChat.com, Rumble Rants, or CastleClub. Any of those you can donate. We just want to answer as many of your guys' questions and provide you guys value. But yeah, so he's asking here, so would you consider EHEX a rug pull or ILV?
No. No. So here's what's going on with those projects. So this is actually across all Ethereum. So we know, right? So during 2021, Ethereum hit $4,800, and you had Bitcoin hit $69,000, and then they crashed. You had Bitcoin crash to 15,500, and you had Ethereum crash to like high 700s, right? So far, Bitcoin beat its all-time high and went up to like 109,000. Ethereum only has hit 4,000. So Ethereum has been lagging behind, which is very normal. So most of crypto and DeFi is attached and uses Ethereum as essentially kind of like our backing asset, basically, to borrow on or to use as like, oh, let me use my Ethereum to buy more coins, right? Because Ethereum hasn't kept up with Bitcoin, it's lagged the entire sector behind. So GameFi, Illuvium under GameFi has lagged behind because Ethereum just hasn't pumped enough where people are speculating heavy duty on GameFi tokens. And then the same thing with like sort of EHEX and a lot of other tokens is because those tokens are hurt by high Ethereum gas fees, which there's going to be a pretty big upgrade that's happening in March that's going to help with Ethereum gas fees.
And what are the two founders of those projects doing, right? If you look at Richard Hart, he launched Pump.Tires on Pulse Chain, which is related to EHEX and PHEX. And he brought meme coins essentially to that layer one. That's an upgrade, which is basically bringing more liquidity, bringing more action to that whole chain. And so he's still building, even though he is, what do you call it, in a little bit of hot water with the SEC still. But so is, I think Coinbase was the first group to get out of that recently. So that's starting to change. But then with ILV, with Kieran Warwick, he's not like hiding down under in Australia and, not talking to anybody on the internet, right? He's literally continuing to build the game, continuing to build improvements, listening to his community, and actively, moving the project
So
excuse me.
it seems to me like the way to tell, like the main thing is, are they still promoting it? Do they still hold a lot of it themselves? Like I'll look at someone like our guy Andrew Tate, right? He's constantly promoting Daddy. He holds a lot of it. You know, people can go ahead and talk shit and say, oh, Tate's rug pulling, oh, Tate's scamming or whatever. But the reality is, bro, you go on his X, you go on his social media platforms, you go to his Rumble channel, he's always talking about Daddy. So, and he's been doing it for a long time. So would it be fair to say that's one of the best ways to tell if someone is actually running a legitimate coin?
Because
Okay.
you can get somebody in the community who bought a lot of the tokens cheap, right? Dumping with it, like he could be a way. Like let's say, for example, some guy that was malicious towards Andrew Tate bought a lot when it first came out, just so that he could suppress price later to keep his project down. There are legitimately whales and people who do that to try, like, as economic warfare too.
And I know, and again, I want you guys to explain this to me, because I remember Andrew like saying like on his social media, like, yo, I'm gonna burn a bunch of the coins. Now, is that to keep things, I guess, to keep whales from what you just described, where they try to come in and buy a bunch of his stuff to try to mess with the markets? Is like, or is that like, if you can explain that, because I didn't really understand.
So there's two ways to burn, right? There's one where the market, the coin can have a burn mechanism where every transaction.
What is burning, first of all?
Burning means just getting rid of supply. Basically, it's gone. It's evaporating it.
Closing the supply.
Burning. But there's multiple different types of burning. So maybe, like, let's just say Andrew, as an example, holds 80% of the token. Hey, you guys, I'm gonna get rid of half my tokens, so they're gone. So he destroys 40% of his tokens, and people are like, hell yeah! Now the community controls 60% now. Or he might say, you know what, Andrew might, like, the coin's worth so much right now, I'm getting rid of 90% of my tokens. Now the community controls 95% of the tokens. That's super cool.
So it goes out to the people. Like basically the money redistributes back out to the people when he does that.
Somewhat. Yeah, it's somewhat, because now as a percentage they hold more percentage of the entire supply now. So it's a much more fair distribution, as well as they don't have the risk of, like, you know, I don't think Tate's going to rug, but like Tate just dumping all his tokens and ruining the price. Now it's like, oh, Tate holds a responsible amount. This thing could do really good, and Tate's still promoting it. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, he's been promoting it for a very long time, and that's why I always like wonder when people try to say, "Oh, he's a scammer." I'm like, well, he's been promoting Daddy for a very long time, dude. I don't know, because like every other celeb I see, they do a whole, like 6ix9ine, for example, they'll push an NFT, they'll push a crypto for like a week, and then as soon as it launches, you never hear about it again, dude. Andrew because I follow him on Twitter, obviously, and you guys know I'm very, active on X. He's always talking about Daddy on X. So I'm like, all right, I guess, if it was a rug pull, he wouldn't be talking about it.
Exactly. And I want to say one little thing, because I'm seeing the chat say okay, this cycle, every cycle is a little different. This cycle, we've had to be a little more tradery, which I personally, I don't like it, but it is like we're buying and holding the best assets. But sometimes, like, even me and Charlie. I'm sorry? Even me and Charlie are having to, like, having to buy a coin, like buying a coin, selling it on a 2x or 3x, but that's just like trading a little bit. Like, we're playing around with 20% of our portfolio, maybe 5% of our portfolio, and that's it. And then we're taking the profits and distributing it to long-term projects we like. But this cycle has been much more, meme coined out. Like I was a very early proponent of Pepe. Sub 100 million market cap. The coin went up to as high as like $11.2 billion. It's the biggest new meme coin on Ethereum. We've talked. You have to play, like, it's sort of like you can only do what the market gives you, right? So we're in Ethereum, we're in Sui, we're in Bitcoin, we're in some of the good stuff, right? Sonic, Pulse Chain, and stuff, right? But then we're dabbling in some degeneracy, because you have to. You don't have to, and you can still make great money. But, like, hey, you get bored and you want to, like, make some extra cash, right? That's fine. But the problem is that then people decide to put everything into that, and then one day they'll lose a bet. And then they're like, oh, fucking crypto's a scam. No, dude, you basically went to the casino and risked your whole house and put it on black, and it was red or zero. And that's what happened to you. And that's what people don't understand. And that's what people don't understand is that, how to make your bets proportional. And this is the same thing that happens both in equities too. Don't think that equities is any different than crypto, really. There might be a little bit of extra rules, but there's people who go all in one stock, and if that stock crashes down, they lost 70-80%. It's done. And then you don't recover that easy. You're lucky if you make 12% a year in stocks. And that's lucky. So if you lose 70% in one stock and you have let's just say you had all your money in Nvidia. Nvidia's done great. Nvidia crashes fucking 70%, and then the Fire Nation attacks, Taiwan. Oh shit, you're in some trouble right now because that's not recovering. And then you're like, you move your money, and now you're like, oh dude, I'm permanent. This is bad scenario. This is just like what if scenarios, but like this can happen even in stocks. So there's like meme stocks as well. Like what the fuck is GameStop? Isn't that a meme? Basically, the company's not making that much money. It's just a meme token.
Yeah, with Roaring Kitty and shit, and they just kept it. Oh, next question I got here. With BTC dominance being way up and money not shifting to alts, do you see less coins doing well this cycle? And then real quick from Sama Tech, he says, WDCC and CC, dollar cost crypto and cultivate crypto. Get in the mindset course or be broke. Guys, course is live now. If you niggas had listened to us from before, you guys would have been up at least 30% on your money, at least at the lowest level. When we told you guys to get in, crypto. What? Bitcoin was at like 60K. Now, then it shot to well over 100,000. Now it's pretty much sitting stable at around the 90 to 100K mark, man. So it looks like we found a new baseline. And Charlie, I'll turn it to you to talk about that a little bit more if you agree. But guys, get into the crypto course, man. We don't sell courses often. You guys know this. Honestly, we sell this course more than anything else because we truly do believe in it. Because guys make money on this shit, man. We sell this more than our dating course because we understand that you guys need to make money to fuck these bitches anyway. So what does it matter if we're over here teaching you motherfuckers how to get girls, how to DM bitches on Instagram, but you live with your mom or you're a brokey? It don't matter. There's a reason why we push this course the most. You guys go ahead and say, you guys are snake oil salesmen, blah, blah, blah. No, it's because we understand that having financial literacy, making money is critical to your self-improvement, guys. So we want you guys to win. These guys have made plenty of millionaires in their course. It's a 2-week intensive Zoom call session. It's not a course. What it is actually is, and I want to be clear about this because people think, oh, is this some course I buy and then I go through modules? No, motherfucker. These guys go ahead and start Zoom calls for 2 weeks, 10 a.m. and then 9 p.m.? Do you guys still run it that way?
We do 10 a.m. Eastern and 10 p.m. Eastern for 2 days on and then 2 days off so you can re-look at the information.
Yep.
Everything is live. We do about 2.5 to 3 hours live per slot at a different subject every single slot. So it's 15 different subjects going from the first 5 being more geared towards beginners, the next 5 as intermediate, the last 5 as advanced, and then we have 5 pre-recorded videos to get you started in crypto as well. So we cater to everybody, whether you need to learn technical analysis, fundamental analysis, or on-chain data, or a mixture of the 3, whether you want to know what's hot in the market right now and you want to get into the top coins in crypto. We do a top 50 coin list in crypto. We give a thesis for exactly what's going to happen over the next 3 to 4 months, what the possibilities are, what the probabilities are, what the most likely situations are. And once we get through that whole 2-week course, it's more like a boot camp where we did kick your ass with information. And, as long as you take at least like 20% of it in, you will improve and most likely be the crypto expert within your local community.
So let me get this straight. So basically, you don't know anything about crypto. You get into this course. You're not going to just give them a course and they watch modules. No, you're going to be on a Zoom call with them for 2 hours, twice a day, 2 days on, 1 day off. And you guys are going to do this for 2 weeks where you guys are just kind of going through multiple topics, watching charts together, making plays together. When they're making a play on a coin, you guys know right then and there because they're doing it on the Zoom call. So you guys are able to effectively take a 2-week intensive, coaching session with these guys live, right? Because here's the other thing too. A lot of people sell y'all a course and like not necessarily be there, right? They'll give you the course. All right, see you later. Bye. This isn't a course. It's a fucking boot camp. They're there with you, holding your hand throughout the process. You talking to them just like I'm talking to them right now, and they're showing you charts. They're telling you what they're buying. You guys are making money together. You guys are avoiding problems together, and these guys hold your hand throughout the process because everything they do, you guys can emulate if you want. And these guys are crypto millionaires, right? And they made it from crypto. So they didn't make it from selling courses. They made it from crypto and just want to share the sauce and help other guys out. So, bro, I mean, I've made a bunch of money with them. I've literally. What I got?
You've shown them your wallet before as well.
Yeah, let me look here, man. Because
Myron, you're really conservative with it, and you're still, and you're stacking.
Yeah. So that's anybody that's watching. You guys have slowly seen my portfolio increase. I don't buy that much coins. I literally just did a deal today. I just closed on my first commercial property today, guys. So, I haven't bought crypto in a bit, but now that deal's gone, I'm gonna absolutely be buying more crypto now because I'm gonna have a bit more liquid now. And obviously when you're doing a real estate transaction, long story short, you don't want to do too much shit where the bank looks at your stuff like, what are you doing buying all this shit? Like you want to just close the deal, then you go and buy shit. Anytime you're under contract, guys, pro tip on a real estate deal, Don't make any big purchase anytime you're under contract. Just big pro tip there. But anyway, here's my portfolio right here, ninjas. Fucking. What the fuck? Oh, my bad.
Want to cover that part?
Yeah, hold on. I'll get it here because people think that like I'm over here like on some bullshit. Can y'all see that?
You gotta get the camera right.
Take back a little bit.
Fuzzy.
Make yourself.
Oh, you know what it is? Maybe if I
Trusted
move it up,
six figures. Trusted six figures though.
move my face out of it.
The camera's just not focusing right on it.
Hold on.
Take a screenshot and then share your screen.
Hold on, I think I got it right here. I know what to do. So here you go. I just gotta tap on the screen.
Almost there. Wait a minute.
Maybe my
A little bit closer.
I get my face out the way and then you guys can see it. God damn it! I'll take a picture. I got a new camera, chat. My bad. That's why.
That's all good.
Yeah.
This nigga flexing, man. Damn.
One thing I wanted to add while you're doing that is in terms of like you said, right? We situate this course in a spot where you guys can make a lot of money. There, we got it now.
I got the picture here. Can y'all see that? What the?
When it's near your face, it's a little bit more clear, but you can't see the number.
I'm gonna switch the lens.
Put it
I'm gonna switch the fucking
Telegram
lens.
and then share the screen from Telegram.
Nah, you guys are. I'm just gonna switch the lens. But keep going, bro.
Okay, so yeah, just in terms of where we are in price right now, let's see here. Bitcoin right now is $96,200. So what we're trying to do here is there are the 4-year cycles as well as daily cycles, which is what we look at on a quarter-to-quarter basis, and then the 4-year cycles is what we look at.
There we go.
Here we
Right
go.
up.
Here we go.
Guys.
Almost 500K. Damn, 496.
Yep.
Thanks, North Korea. Thanks, North Korea.
And I literally took that photo, guys, just now. So I got $500,000 in my crypto wallet sitting there, and I haven't. And let me see how much I've actually put in. I'll tell you guys how much money I've put in versus what I have now. And this is me just slowly buying. I'm not even an aggressive crypto buyer. I buy very slow. Most of my money, you guys know, goes to real estate. And I've just been following these guys' advice. Hey, I'm gonna buy this coin. Miguel always texts me, hey, pick up some Ethereum now while you can. I'll go buy some. Charlie would hit me up. Hey, pick up some of this. Solana's at a good price right now. Good deal. Pick some up. Boom. I'll just make it happen.
Yep.
So go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. And so, what was the original amount that you had in there?
The original what? I'm sorry?
What was the original capital that you used?
So I'm looking right now. It says here total return 309,000.
Hey, not too shabby.
Yeah, so my total return right now, guys, is 309, and I'll show no cap, man. This is from the real shit. Boom.
There you got it. There you see it. Total return.
Total return.
And that's with Ethereum being down right now.
Yeah,
After
and I'm down.
That happened.
That's true. You're right, and we're down right now, FY guys. So I've put in what my portfolio's worth almost $500,000, but I've only put in about 100, or roughly like a little over 100.
Roughly 100. Yeah.
Roughly 100, but I've got 300K in returns. This comes from taking action, guys. You guys have it right here. I'm not no crypto expert. I just listen to what they say, and I make very, I don't really buy too many alternative coins. I'll go with Solana, Ethereum. That's about as far as I go. And Polkadot, Charlie put me on a Polkadot. But other than that, guys, I'm mostly in Ethereum and Bitcoin. That's where most of my stuff is, and I convert to Ethereum whenever the other alternative coins are doing well. And off that, man, $500,000 just being consistent. I bought my first crypto. My first transaction was in 2019, if I'm not mistaken, or 2020.
Yep, it was 7,000.
Myron, you want to know something interesting, man?
Yeah.
So I just had my brother just text me. He said the last time you showed the wallet, you had 273,000 in there.
There you go. See, I'm glad that someone so it's doubled basically. And I haven't bought much, guys. Matter of fact, let me see. I will literally go through my transactions now to show you guys.
I think the best part about the course is that you guys take time with each person on the Zoom call answering their questions. I had a couple guys come up to me in Miami especially, and one guy bought a house from his actual portfolio. He waited, I believe, 6 months. You guys told him to sell at this point. He sold, about a property here in Florida. That to me is, you can't even describe that because he works a regular job, doesn't have a crazy rich parents or none of that stuff, and is able to buy a property off of his portfolio from just waiting, listening to you guys' advice, and following it through and through. So I think that's testament to your guys' course, what you guys believe in, what you guys have done, even myself. So shout out to you guys, bro, for always being there for us.
And just to give you guys more, because again, anyone could talk shit. Not many people are actually going to show their stuff. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. So Miguel said last time I showed my wallet, I had roughly 270,000 in there, right?
Yeah.
Here's proof. I did not buy no new crypto. Look at this. Y'all see that? I did not buy shit since August 31st.
Nice.
When was the last time they were on? September. They're on September. So you guys have it right here. These are all my transactions. You guys can see it here. Literally by buys, right? This is my purchases. Fucking goddamn it. These are my purchases.
There you go.
So you guys can see it right there from the live website. This ain't no cap in my raps, right? This is buys. And I haven't bought anything since fucking August 31st. So that means pure gains, almost $200,000 in gains. I'm telling you guys, I 2x'd my money, over 2x'd it, just by listening to these guys, taking action, buying coins when I was supposed to. Buy low, it goes up.
And one of the safest assets as well, and one of the safest, two of the only blue chips in crypto, Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Yep.
That should let you know, like, if you were just buying Bitcoin, you'd be up. If you were just buying Ethereum, you'd be up. If you were buying Solana, when we're telling people, you'd be up. If you were buying anything, we've been here on Fresh and Fit since 2020, right? But we came to you guys. We did a mega course at the bottom of the market. We bought everything. I mean, at the cheap, we had our guys buying $9 Solana. We had our guys buying, $15,000 Bitcoin. Had them buying, $800. We came in here that same week when Bitcoin. I mean, when Ethereum barely crossed $1,000. We were trying to get everyone to buy, Ethereum at $900. You were buying, Myron and Fresh were buying Ethereum at $1,000. Shout out to Waller. Waller was buying a ton of Ethereum at the time too and stuff. We we're getting everyone to buy stuff, and everyone's up right now. And these are some of the safest assets. Now, as the cycle progresses, you get into a little more riskier coins and stuff like that. But you can still make a lot of money. The bull run is not over. They're talking about doing a $5,000 Doge dividend, right? $5,000. Are you going to spend this on appreciating assets, or are you going to spend it on depreciating hoes?
Yeah,
because like a lot of guys spend this on hoes, right? Depreciating assets, or are you going to spend it on appreciating assets?
No, I mean,
you know what?
Speaking of Ethereum, because you guys know I like Ethereum, right? Here's my total return on Ethereum, 35K, right?
Sheesh.
Like, that's my total return, unrealized return. And Ethereum is down right now, chat. And I didn't even buy it at that low. A majority of my Ethereum, I bought at 1,800.
Yeah.
So, again, guys, just taking action, man. Taking action, getting in early. Crypto's here to stay. You guys can see what this presidential administration, the vice president, the president, the tech bros, as much as I make fun of Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg, all these other losers infiltrating MAGA, it's good for cryptocurrency. Terrible for other situations, but great for cryptocurrency. Take this time to make fucking money during this administration. This is the most pro-crypto administration ever. I'm harping on this shit because I want you guys to make money. We got a bunch of success stories. Guys are doubling and tripling their money. These guys have made hundreds of millionaires now at this point. So I wouldn't be showing y'all my fucking wallet real time on my Coinbase, put my shit on the line like this if I didn't believe in it. I'm showing you guys my real shit. This is the actual live website.
Yeah,
I'm going to give you guys a strategy right now. What to do with I'm going to give you a strategy right now. What to do with the 5,000 Doge dividend? Throw the 5,000 into Dogecoin.
Yeah. And
sell it at a 2x or a 3x. I mean, literally, because it's like, why? Where else would you put the Doge money other than in Dogecoin? I mean, literally, it's every. But like, you think Doge is going to go to $1, right? I mean, you're better off putting, as soon as you get that 5,000, put that into Dogecoin, get a 2-3x, sell it. Now you got yourself 10, 15 bands. And then you go spend it on a hose if that's what you want, or a down payment or something, better your life with it. Get the crypto mindset course. But it's just some free sauce out here, because last time they gave, remember when COVID was going on, they gave $1,200. There's all kinds of accounts out there. That $1,200, when people invested, this is why we know the crypto cycle is over. They're about to give $5,000, even if it's $2,000 to a bunch of people. What do you think they're going to do in it? It's going to go in Jeff Bezos' pockets. It's going to go into the crypto market. It's going to go into stocks. It's going to go. The rich buy assets and the poor spend it, right? But that Doge dividend is going to taxpayers, mostly men. And they're going to put it into assets, and they're going to buy Dogecoin. They're going to buy Ethereum. They're going to buy Bitcoin. They're going to buy Tesla. They're going to buy Nvidia. They're going to buy Amazon stock. Everything where people with money, and everything that's valuable in this world is going to increase when they give this money out. And if you're quick enough, and when you get that money and have the testicular fortitude to invest it, I believe you're going to make some money. It's just be safe. If you're up, if you're up double your money, get your principal out and then leave, let's see how high the rest can go.
Yeah, I remember I hit like 600,000 or some shit like that when crypto hit like 100K. So, and it was pumping. And guys, right now it's down, and I'm still right around $500,000. Like, look, now that you guys can see, boom, right there for y'all. See that?
Clean as day.
Yeah.
Clean as day.
And
Isn't
this
it
is
funny?
the live,
It being
live
down
shit. Live shit. You guys can see it's not a picture.
But it being down means you have a chance now to capitalize on it being down. Which is what,
and that's why we situated the course where we're at right now. Like, do we come here every quarter and tell you guys to buy the all-time highs?
No.
Hell no. Like, were we here on your guys' show when Bitcoin hit $109,000? No. Were we here when Bitcoin hit, the last low, in September of $64,000? Yes. And so, like, if people were just to be like, hey, every time these guys come on Fresh and Fit, I'm going to DCA hard into the market, you'll probably fucking win, right? So it's like there's a lot of opportunity right here. And what we're doing, like I was saying before, we have, our 60-day cycles. Shout out to Bob Lucas for coming out with the Bitcoin daily.
Hold on, Charlie. Oh, I hate to interrupt. Because I hate when I have idiots. We have a troll in the chat, so I'm going to make you look fucking stupid. This guy comes in and he says, see, this thing, I'm not going to let none of you niggas get away with this shit. I'm good on that, bro. Says BTC has nearly moved and you're down 100K. Think about that. Really? You stupid fuck? What the fuck does this say, dumbass? What the fuck does that say?
Well, there's a difference between
252K unrealized returns. What the fuck are you talking about, kid? 250,000 unrealized returns. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. This is the real shit too. The actual website. 250,000 unrealized returns. Do not fucking sit there and talk some shit when literally we've been telling you guys this for fucking years. We just took action. You're mad. That's why you're in a Rumble chat with your stupid ass name. You're broke. Just say you're fucking broke, bro. But don't sit here trying to say, you're down 100K. I'm actually up 250,000, motherfucker. Shut the fuck up. Sorry, Charlie.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? Until you sell, right, you haven't realized the gain. And so, and if you're a buy and holder for the long term, then where do you sell? You sell towards the top of a 4-year cycle. When are we getting the top of a 4-year cycle? Well, if we go by previous cycles, what's the most likely area for Bitcoin to top? Well, it's this year, 2025. When would that be? Traditionally speaking, it would be between March to the end of October. Now, we do have, like Miguel said, that $5,000 Doge check that could be coming around the corner. You have China printing a lot of money right now. You have global liquidity supply increasing heavily in the second half of this year. And so and what we've seen so far with crypto, Ethereum has not yet gotten to a new all-time high. So all the ingredients, especially with the new administration being so positive towards crypto and a lot of those things being implemented before the summer, or at least starting to be, and if we do get a summer rush across the G20 buying up their Bitcoin strategic reserves because the United States decided to make one, then what do you think is going to happen to crypto? Bitcoin's going to double from here. Myron, by the end of this year, will have $1 million in that portfolio. And,
Charlie, the chat hates money. The chat hates money.
Yeah, and
The chat
again,
hates money. They hate money. They don't want to win.
so this guy goes, you'll lose 100K on altcoins. Here's the thing, guys, when it comes to altcoins. Charlie and Miguel tell you guys all the time, Bitcoin, Ethereum, right? You guys ask questions about altcoins, then they tell you guys their takes on it, right? But Charlie and Miguel are never going to be over here telling y'all, oh, take 50% of your net worth and put it into altcoins. They've never once said that, and they never will. The whole reason why I even have this portfolio is because I literally follow Charlie and Miguel's strategy. Never invest more than 3 to 10% of your net worth in cryptocurrency if you're a casual investor, right? If you're an expert, you look at the charts, that's different. But as a casual investor, 3 to 10% invested amount that if you lost it, you wouldn't care. I remember this, Charlie told me this in like 2019, and I've stuck to that. And look at the returns I got as a casual investor, guys. Casual investor buying over multiple years. So
also mention to only put money you're willing to lose in altcoins, which is fair because once again, the main coins are Bitcoin and Ethereum. And look, you guys want to see my portfolio? It's on my wrist. When I sold my Ethereum, but this was about 6 months ago, and here you have it here. That's my actual prize from the crypto. So there you go.
Outperformed Ethereum so far. But just I want to note something. Dogecoin right now is at 24 cents. Just remember that 24 cents. I just want to say when I drop, you guys are laughing, but it's the most stupid. You guys are all buying the most stupidest stuff anyway. So like, why is Dogecoin any funnier, right? You guys are buying fart coin and goat coin and fucking. You guys are buying like OF hose fucking meme coins. You guys are buying OFs. You know what I mean? You guys are buying Hawk Tuah coin, and you guys are laughing at Dogecoin. I mean, come on, bro. It's but
Well, the funniest
you know,
thing with Dogecoin in terms of price appreciation, right, is it does this every cycle. I had this guy in Vegas here ask me, this was like the day before the election, and he was like, do you really think crypto is going to do well and all this stuff? I'm like, yeah, Trump's, obviously going to be positive towards crypto. He's talking about Bitcoin strategic reserve, all this stuff. We're going to be pumping. And I told him, I was like, if you want the easiest play in crypto, just buy Dogecoin. I think it was the 3rd of November that I talked to him. And I said, just buy some Doge here. It's 15 cents, and then hold that to $1 to $3. And between $1 to $3, take profit. Because if you look at how Doge has moved in past markets, Elon Musk joined the Doge train. Doge had done these patterns well before Elon Musk. He just amplifies these trends. And what do you think the Department of Government Efficiency is? That's freaking Dogecoin, right? They had the Dogecoin logo on the website for about a half a day, actually. And then he took it off. So, at some point that, he's going to be shilling that again this cycle. So $1 to $3 Doge. I think when Doge hits $1, it's absolutely verifiable proof that inflation is way too crazy and that, meme coins are now outpacing the US dollar. And I think you could even get Dogecoin up to $3 this cycle. If it's 24 cents right now, like Miguel is saying, that's anywhere between like a 5 to 10x in price that you can get with relative ease, as long as, Bitcoin goes towards that 150K mark within this year, as the 4-year cycle would suggest. So, and last thing I wanted to say about cycles was, in the current 60-day cycle, we're getting to that last, I would say, like quarter of the cycle, which essentially means since we had a high before the first half of the cycle, which means the second half of this cycle is a dip. That's what we're getting. And that dip is a very good buy point because, like I said, that peak of the 4-year cycle is likely to happen within this calendar year and most likely within the second half of this calendar year. So if you're getting in at this point, right now, crypto is becoming a faster game. So you need more information faster and you need to take action faster in order to actually capitalize. But if you do, right, like seeing Dogecoin go up 10x to $2.40 and seeing Sonic go up to, from right now it's around 84 cents. It could go up to $8 this cycle. Seeing a bunch of these things move, right, is what we're going to see this year. So right now, Bitcoin is holding above $95,000, even despite, and Ethereum's holding up along with it, despite North Korea hacking $1.5 billion. It's
a good sign.
Today. So
it's a really good sign.
And I want to say one thing too. So these are some predictions that people were people in the FNF chat. Obviously, I know it's not the CastleClub guys, but it's more normies in the chat. But we were saying this in early 23, late 22. We were saying that there was going to be a Bitcoin ETF, an Ethereum ETF, a Litecoin ETF, a Dogecoin ETF, an XRP ETF. And right now, the Litecoin one's about to be passed. So is a Dogecoin. There's about to be a Dogecoin ETF, you guys.
Wow.
The Dogecoin's going to be worth more than $1. And the reason I said Dogecoin originally is because, look, the average guy only doesn't even know how to buy crypto, so they'll just buy whatever's on Coinbase. It's just the truth. Like, so how am I going to recommend something you guys don't know how to buy Ethereum, move it over here, bridge it to this other chain, shout out N2, bridge it to a different chain, swap it for a different token, and then buy this underlying token? That's too much for the average person, right? So I was like, the average guy is going to come in with like that 5,000 to get from the Doge thing, and then just buy whatever's on Coinbase, Kraken, Gemini, Crypto.com, and then as they learn, they'll start getting into the trenches, right? But that's what's going to happen, right? Look, even XRP, I don't even like XRP, but I said if they get the ETF, it's going to make money, and XRP has finally made money with how much the Bradley House is getting close to the Trump administration and how much they're pumping money into the Trump government. So
Miguel, it's so simple. I just bought some Doge just now, literally as Charlie said that.
Right there, boom.
Go to your Coinbase, go to Doge, type it in, just buy some real quick. It's simple. So
exactly, man.
There you go, taking action right there, and then And again, for those that are no guys, Miguel is Mexican and Charlie's white. No, bro, like they're trying to say that y'all are Jewish. What the fuck, bro? So,
but I'm not Hebrewing.
Yeah,
I cook, but I don't Hebrew. You
yeah.
know?
So no, nice try, guys. But yes, Miguel is Mexican as they come. Dude used to have a landscaping company. That's as Mexican as it can get. And Charlie's just a white dude. So that's
German Norwegian background, baby.
Norwegian. They're not Jewish, guys. I know that's what y'all want, but no. But no, man. I mean, dude. Look, man. At this point, it's like you take action, you don't. Right? It's crazy to me because almost every time we've done one of these shows. And then we do another one, crypto goes up. I could only think of like maybe one or two situations where crypto went down, right? And if it does go down, that's actually good, right? Like 2 years ago, I remember there was like a big dip, right? But now it's like, dude, it's here to stay, man, at least for the next 4 years. So it's like, and I like the fact that you guys are kind of putting attention to Doge because you guys are saying just by Elon Musk creating this agency, it's, pretty much propped it up for at least the next 4 years because we know Doge is around. It's in the media headlines. It's busy. Of course, guys, right? Don't take $5,000 and buy all the Doge with it. For Miguel, that's nothing to him. But for you guys, 3 to 10%, an amount that if you lost it, you wouldn't be mad, right? That's what you invest. $5K for him, right, might be $100 for you, or excuse me, $5K for him might be like your equivalent to like $100. So, put in whatever you're willing to lose because it is kind of risky sometimes with these altcoins. But again, they tell you about Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc. I followed their advice, just got the more stable stuff, and you guys saw like I'm up, how much I'm up, like well over $300,000. So, guys, just take action, man. Honestly, and I haven't even been buying aggressively. You guys saw I haven't bought cryptocurrency since last year.
And listen, Myron's more disciplined than me. I'm more of a and as you go enjoy life. And listen. I see guys all the time come to Miami and their crypto portfolio is up and they go crazy. If you guys are smart, you buy when it's down and then you use whatever you want for the money. You can go buy some real estate, go buy some assets like gold and silver, whatever it is for you guys, man. If you buy and hold, like what Charlie Miguel say, and then when he wants to just sell, you can win no matter what it is. So
and there's a dip right now as we speak. And this portfolio I'm showing you guys, this is in the middle of a dip. So, normally I always see it's well over 600,000. So you could make some moves right now. Pick up some of this stuff, and I told you guys I didn't buy any new coins. All I did was convert some of my other stuff. I converted my Solana or Polkadot into Ethereum. But yeah, I haven't bought anything since then. So you guys know that that's all been appreciation all this time.
Also,
the next 1 to 2 weeks is the best period to buy. By the way,
hold on to it.
Go ahead, Charlie. What was that you said? Sorry.
I was just gonna say the next 1 to 2 weeks is the best period to buy. By the way, which is why we're putting it here.
Yeah, gotcha.
We promote the course to our detriment. Like if we wanted, like if we let's just say we wanted just to get max sales and do everything, we'd come here at the all-time high every time.
Yeah.
Well, everyone's hyped up, and so we don't do that. Like if we really we come over here during Trump inauguration, waving the fucking American flag. If you're not American, if you don't get in crypto mindset course, and like it's Bitcoin's going to $500,000, it's a new era. No, we come here when everyone's leveled and calm, and it's a really good time to buy. Every single time, just check the track record. Every time we come on here, it's a great time to buy, and then you're up, as long as you're not buying stupid shit. Every time, I mean, like it's crazy. I mean, we've got a 4-year track. We're the longest running cryptocurrency course in the world, and that's factual. Every other competitor we've ever had has fallen to the wayside. As soon as it's not hot, they fucking abandon you. We didn't abandon our guys. We stayed by our guys the entire bear market. We were there before the bull run started, during the bull run, during the bear run, when shit wasn't cool, and then now that it's getting hot, now we're starting to get every fucking celebrity coming back. But we're still here, and then we protected all our guys from all these rug pulls, these scams. Ask me how many people of my guys got into Libra. 0 got into Libra. 0 got into Hawk Tuah. 0. I mean, we made money on Trump. I don't think Trump's a rug. Trump's here. The Trump coin will pump. It's down 75%. You probably will make some money. You want to buy stuff on an 80% dip, and it's the president of the United States.
Just
don't buy Melania.
Miguel, word on the street from the insiders that were at Mar-a-Lago and also inauguration is that Trump himself did not orchestrate the Melania coin. So that offset wasn't even his fault. So that is totally a side thing. And honestly speaking, it was supposed to be only the Trump coin. So honestly, it's going to go back up, I believe. pretty
I
soon.
believe so too. It's literally still worth $3 billion. It's down 75% right now from its all wrapped Bitcoin on Ethereum. The Bitcoiners are mad about that, but they're continuing to buy more. Why do you think some of the richest, most powerful people on this planet are all buying Ethereum? BlackRock's buying Ethereum. They're making a brand new Ethereum backed. What's called. They're making a ETF where you can get staking yield. They're buying market weighted Bitcoin Ethereum funds. They're launching the Bitcoin ETF. They're launching the Litecoin ETF. They're going to launch an XRP ETF, Solana ETF possibly. Why do you think the richest people on the planet are launching these things and they think the whole market's cooked? I don't know. If you see a lot of smoke, there might be some fire.
You just hate making money.
Yeah, that's right. My bad.
Yeah, let me see if I got any other questions here. Fresh, do you have anything on your end?
Yeah, there's some in the FNF. I just those waiting for login for me.
Okay, I got like 2 or 3 here, and then Fresh, try to get in there so that we can answer, and then we can get Charlie and Miguel. Oh, yo, Charlie and Miguel, we'll be in Vegas next week, by the way.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna be there the 27th. We're gonna go out there, do Access Vegas, whatever. If you want to, if you want to sit down and do something, let me know.
Yeah.
Because when do you guys close this thing out?
Here, so we should jump on.
When you guys close this thing out?
On Monday the 24th.
Okay, so you guys got until Monday, motherfuckers. You guys got until Monday. Okay, let me.
Your chat there.
Classes will start on the 1st. On the 1st.
March 1st. Okay, perfect.
March 1st. Yeah.
So let me see here. It goes here. Thoughts on MicroStrategy and what they're doing?
Yeah, they're leveraging themselves up on Bitcoin as much as possible. Michael Saylor wants to own all the Bitcoin. So pretty much what Michael Saylor is doing is like, how many different ways can I take my shareholders, value through stocks and stuff, and leverage that to get as much Bitcoin as possible as a reserve for our company. So that way, as Bitcoin beats the US dollar and inflation, keeps going, then MicroStrategy becomes like an invincible, immovable object of a company. So it's kind of like Bitcoin's the armored tank of what's around MicroStrategy. And it's the same thing as it's not exactly the same thing, but it's similar to how a Bitcoin strategic reserve is, in the sense that, if the US only has the US dollar, and apparently gold, but we're going to audit Fort Knox soon, right? And so, if the US mainly has inflationary assets, then by having the US dollar as having Bitcoin as a strategic reserve for the US dollar, what does that do? That basically counteracts the inflationary asset, right? So then you back that with something real. And it was 1971 when, the dollar went off the gold standard, and that's when inflation, got real crazy comparatively from before that. So yeah, I don't know if you want to add anything to that though, Miguel. Because we have other companies doing that too, right? We have like MetaPlanet in Japan. We have a bunch of companies trying to back their stocks with crypto, essentially.
Yeah, we've just recently had this was actually pretty crazy. We've had a new stock market open up in Texas. That's going to be very pro crypto as well. That's actually the first competitor, really, to let's say the Nasdaq and ICE, basically down there in New York.
It's being built by the Nasdaq down there too.
Yeah, it's being built. So it's kind of a crazy. Part of that too, the system's getting a little frustrated with New York rules. So we might, I think competition's healthy. Shout out Texas, man. I think it's going to be a really interesting sort of thing to see what kind of volume they end up getting once it goes, once it's up and running. But do we have any more questions?
Let's see here. We got, as a brokey with very little to invest, how can I start crypto, and what is the best app website to use?
One of the easiest ways to get in, I would say, if you're using just like a simple centralized exchange, crypto.com right now is my favorite for my family and friends when I'm saying, hey, get into crypto, because one of the keep it simple, stupid portfolios for me right now for this year specifically, this is specifically for this year, is Sonic, Sui, and Solana. So the 3 S's, right? You take, let's say, $1,000, you put $333 in each of those 3, you buy it on crypto.com, boom, you're good to go, right? You can put the Solana and Sui onto a Phantom wallet if you want to self-custody. The Sonic onto a MetaMask if you want to self-custody. So that's an easy play, and you can do that with crypto.com. Not all exchanges have all three of those tokens, by the way. So that's one that I particularly like, but I mean, there's other options. I don't know if you want to mention others, Miguel.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the big four: crypto.com, Coinbase, Kraken, Gemini. Outside of that, Binance. From there, we go into risk a little bit, right? Gate.io, KuCoin. Don't use Bybit.
I said that on Change Now, by the way. Earlier this week, we were on with GG33 on Change Now on YouTube. Go look it up. Shout out to Luke, by the way. They asked me, like, what is the biggest thing that you want to avoid in crypto? And I said, avoid Bybit like the plague. And then, like, half a week later, it fucking gets a $1.5 billion hack.
The Lazarus Group, North Korea hackers are crazy. They usually go after like South Korean exchanges and stuff like that. But this is one of the biggest. I mean, they've literally hacked $1 billion+ of Ethereum and stuff, and the Ethereum hasn't even dropped that much right now, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, but it's a sort of thing where, like, you treat these exchanges like you do spinning plates. Is you have as many as you possibly can, and you use them for what you need them for. You buy some crypto, you send it to your wallet, you don't leave it on the exchange if you don't have to. Now, sometimes you have to leave money on exchange to trade. Some people trade on exchanges. The reason people lost money on Bybit is because they left billions of dollars on Bybit in order for them to leverage trade. So our guys, we try not to have them leverage trade at all. But it's okay when you start off. It's okay to leave a little money in the exchange because you're starting off. That's okay. But over time, you'll get your own private keys, your own wallet, and you'll be able to move your stuff off the exchange and stuff. And then obviously I have guys that leave 20, 30, 40 grand, a couple $100,000 on an exchange because they're trying to actively trade when dips happen. Some guys decide to have all their money on the blockchain and just do it on the blockchain. But some people just like to have that track record and being able to just do it on exchanges. But they normally don't have all their money on the exchange.
Real quick, MJ the King is chat. He wants to know. One second here. I just want to know: are you guys going to do another meetup, a meet and greet event this year, Charlie and Miguel?
So
most likely not within the calendar year. We just did one in January, but hey, if we want to, we might.
Yeah. And the last one we did was really fun, and we got to meet everybody. We actually ended up teaching people, like, because one of the big things is showing people how to manage bankroll. And so we just said, hey, let's teach our guys how to play the craps table as a joke. And so we took them to like a little thing to learn how to manage cash flow and stuff, and teach them about cryptos. And then we had a pretty fun weekend and stuff with the guys and stuff. But it was really kind of like a mastermind, talking to everybody, trying to talking about their portfolios and kind of going how the thoughts in the market. And then after that, kind of getting to know people from there. So it was a really great event. So we throw one every year in Las Vegas.
Yeah, and what do you call it? Shout out to Suki within the CastleClub Premium, because he was a frickin' G when it comes to photography and videography and everything. He did all that, and we gave him some good crypto tips. So shout out to him.
He's going to be actually here tomorrow for our event. Guys, by the way, this is the last day before our actual CastleClub membership meetup. Again, 11 to 1 is a meet and greet. CastleClub members, you're free to come to there, meet us, take photos. And then from 3 to 7:30, 8 p.m., we're doing a live speaking engagement, ourselves, guests, and a live Q&A. And then after that, it's going to be an after party for those that paid only from 9 to 12. And it's going to be fucking amazing. So hope to see you guys there. It's going to be lit. And again, that's tomorrow, and that's the last day you can get it. Actually, we have only like 4 tickets left for the actual party, and that's it. 4 tickets left.
All right. Shit. I don't know if there's any other questions. Do we have anything else, or is that?
That's it.
That was it. All right. Well, guys,
there's one guy in the chat, just to reiterate the last point here. A guy named Alex Taylor just added me in the chat. He says, so what's the course all about? So let me just give a quick rundown of from literally when you go to the website here that Fresh and Fit has put in the chat to the course, like what you can expect from this whole process. So all you need to do is, like Fresh and Myron said here, go into the chat there or the description below, jump into the Crypto Mindset course via the link. You can pay in your credit card, debit card, PayPal, Apple Pay. I think For some people, there would be the option through PayPal to break it up into 4 payments as well. You have to check on that through PayPal. But yeah, you go through that link and you get in there. Great. We even, let me double check. Yes. So if you have any questions about that after you've purchased, feel free to email us. There's an email on the website there, support@cultivatecrypto.com. But within 24 hours, you'll get an email back from us giving you the access to the Telegram for the announcements channel, where we put all the webinar links as well as the pre-recorded stuff. Plus, you'll get into the chat where everybody is in there talking about the course and preparing for the webinars to start on March 1st. So get in there within 24 hours. You'll be within the chat. It's a good time. And then we'll start the webinars on March 1st. Like we said, you only have until Monday at midnight Pacific Standard Time to get in. And then once we start the courses on March 1st, we'll go for about 2 weeks or so on those 15 live webinars. We'll give you all the juice, A to Z, from the basics of crypto all the way to the advanced. Plus, we'll give you current market situation, what we currently think in the next 2 to 3 months is the most active stuff, and we'll give you different plays of what we're doing, what we see happening. One thing we haven't mentioned is we actually have quite a few guests coming in this cycle. We have a few guests from the Sonic ecosystem, which, as Miguel mentioned before, it's Sonic season here in crypto. So it's one of the most relevant places or one of the most relevant sections of crypto right now. We also have, I can't say too much, but there's a couple possible countries here in the next few months that may deploy their central bank digital currencies that are not American, like not related towards this side of the world. I can't say much more than that, but we're going to have people related to that in there talking as well. So you get to basically be on the inside of pretty much what is moving here globally with how crypto is working geopolitically. We have guests from the Pulse Chain ecosystem coming in. That's one of the ecosystems that we think is going to do really well this cycle as well. So yeah, we have a lot of different things going there. Plus, we have flash webinars throughout the quarter. So we support you guys all the way until we come next on the Fresh and Fit podcast, and then we'll focus on the next quarter. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. Culturally, we get you guys used to crypto as well. So the memes, if you're like, what the fuck are all these meme coins? What's all this stuff about? Like, we clue you into the culture as well. So if you go to MIT and learn from Gary Gensler, you're going to learn what a blockchain is, how blockchains work, and you're not going to learn how to make money. You come learn from us. You're going to learn how to make money. You're going to learn what the culture is in crypto, and then you're going to learn how to basically utilize that information to really know what the difference is between good assets in this space and absolute dog shit in this space, because 95% of this space is a landmine, and that 5% that is gold is really what we were trying to take advantage of here with you guys. So come in, have a good time, and we'll make you guys some money.
Also, real quick, I'll add in one more thing for the people that buy the course and come to the VIP party. If you're here in Miami, 2 lucky people, what I'll do is, if you bought the course and you got the VIP party ticket, I'll take you for a drive in a new Ferrari.
Ooh.
And we'll talk 2 people only. And if you want to see it, it's right here, man. Can I share screen? Oh, no.
You should be, yeah.
Yeah, so 2 people I'll take that buy the course, and I also got the VIP party ticket that are here in Miami. We'll definitely go ahead and put you in the car and show you around Miami and talk some business. Can you see it?
Yeah, we can see it now.
Yep.
All right,
W Fresh.
So we'll do that as well. Again, that's only if you're in Miami, only if you bought the course. So there you go.
Boom.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a no-brainer at this point, man. Guys, definitely, free mastermind tomorrow, 11 a.m. Get in the course. Link is pinned at the top of all the chats. I dropped it in the CastleClub and stuff like that. This is it's not even really a course. It's more of like a mastermind where you're digital mastermind with cryptocurrency, where these guys coach you. The crypto market changes every cycle, man, and these guys are here to hold your hand throughout the process. They've made a lot of millionaires. They've helped a bunch of guys 10x their money. And yeah, man. Charlie, Miguel, anything else you guys got before we close out?
Yeah. We are going to do a massive private AMA with the CastleClub this Sunday.
Okay.
So CastleClub and CastleClub Premium are invited. We've usually only invited CastleClub Premium, but we're going to invite the whole CastleClub to the next AMA and stuff. You get to access every crypto question you have. We'll knock them down. We're not afraid.
Boom. And they'll be able to be a bit more candid about certain things, by the way. Things that they can't talk about on YouTube. But cool. So guys, this is what's going to happen. I'll let Charlie, Miguel, and Fresh go. as you guys know, I'm live streaming right now on Myron Gaines X. I'm going to turn off the Fresh and Fit stream, guys. Well, I'll let you guys go. Let me end the Zoom call first, so you guys don't get stuck here. All right, love y'all, ninjas. Peace. Get the course, guys. All right, so end the meeting. So let me go ahead and get myself back on camera real quick. Bear with me, chat. All right. Okay, so I'm back here. So guys, this is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna keep the show going. All right, the show goes on, motherfuckers, okay? I'm not fucking leaving. The show goes on. This is my home. They're gonna need a fucking wrecking ball to take me out of here. So this was a discussion I had on a radio station show called Pushing the Limits, okay? This is more of a left-wing political podcast. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to end the Rumble stream. I want you guys to all come to Myron Gaines X. We're going to react to this together. This is me having a discussion with a Democrat. So no after hours tonight, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the link to the stream. I'll just drop the YouTube one to make it easier for you guys. Come on over, guys. If you're watching on Fresh and Fit, here we go. /squad, I hope you guys are here. The show goes on, motherfuckers. So if you're watching on Fresh and Fit, guys, I'm going to end the stream on Fresh and Fit here in a second. Matter of fact, let me call Bill so I don't fuck this up. So I've always...
So what on Myron?
Yeah, what up, bro? Hey, I'm going to end the Fresh and Fit stream and stuff like that. How do I...
Okay, go on,
Atom?
Atom, right?
Yep.
Yeah, there's first thing first, you can stop setting it to Rumble Studio and then FNF YouTube.
Okay.
But then you gotta go on your phone and end the stream.
Okay, so I was just gonna ask you that. Because I'm looking at Atom right now, I just want to make sure. So, unclick FNF. So click the FNF YouTube and then click the Rumble Studio.
Yep, and then go on your phone on your Rumble Studio app. You should be still logged into Fresh and Fit, and then just click wrap up and leave.
No, I'm logged in on my Myron Gaines X. Let me.
On Myron Gaines on Rumble Studio.
Yeah, let me open it up on. Let me sign it. Let me sign in right now.
Okay, if that's fine. You can also manually end the stream too. Or we
Yeah.
can do that too.
Yeah, I'm going
That's
right
fine,
now
too.
on the Fresh and Fit one to end it on Rumble.
Okay. Yeah, you can manually do that. That'll work as well.
Okay, let me.
Oh yeah, go to.
Okay. So, all right, guys, come on over to Myron Gaines X on both Rumble and YouTube. I'm dropping a link for you guys. All right, on YouTube, here's the link. I'm going to end the Fresh and Fit stream. Okay. Let me drop it in here for you guys as well. People that are watching on Rumble. If you're watching on Rumble, here is the link. All right. So let me go ahead and end this thing. All right, ending. Okay, Rumble.